And we are back with the final game of our NPC tournament series, and this one's against a newcomer to the club. I had not played her yet, but I had seen her participate in tournaments, and I was like, well, you know what? It's only a matter of time before I have to play some of the new people, so we'll see what we got going on. And this turned out to be a really damn good game, believe it or not. So she's got a potential rapid spinner in the form of Kabutops, a potential defogger in the form of Scissor, hazards in the form of Ferrothorn and Galvantula, and threats in the form of Arcanine and Cloyster, and Cloyster, and I'm really fucking scared of Cloyster. Did I mention that? Good lord, if I lose Blastoise, like, I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble, so I need to play very carefully around that thing. Other than that, everything else we'll take as it comes. So we're going to go ahead and both lead off with our definite hazard setters, not wasting any time or formalities with that. She's going to get the web up. I'm going to go ahead and get the rocks up. Might as well. We both have pretty even opportunities in terms of elemental balances on our teams and whatnot in order to actually bring in our spinners / our defoggers. So, I mean, I've got a little bit more of an electric weakness, but I also do have Manectric, so that's something to keep in mind. That turn was literally a waste of time. That was a really funny turn in person. She goes for another Thunder, probably expecting my switch yet again, but now that I've seen that she wants to go for Thunder, I don't really even mind staying in, because it really doesn't do that much. If anything, I'd love to be paralyzed, because that just makes my Gyro Balls that much stronger, but I just decided to go for a Leech Seed right here, just to get some HP back. I'm also not seeing Life Orb, so that automatically breaks the Sash in case she spins away my rocks before I can actually, before I can get the rocks back up before she brings it in. Does that make sense? I've never done like so many of these games back to back. I just really want to get them done so that way they're still moderately fresh in my mind. I decided to double Leech Seed right there, thinking that was going to be a rewarding play. I was like, ha, I'm going to scare her off into something that's going to get Leech Seeded again, and then it turns out that this thing can't get Leech Seeded, so that was fucking dumb. This I do not like, because the only reason she switched her Ferrothorn in on my Ferrothorn is because hers wins one-on-one, guaranteed, and that's because it's a Curse Ferrothorn. I believe it's Curse with 3 attacks, if I'm not mistaken. Arcanine still shuts it down. I didn't know I really had to take care of Arcanine this way, but it definitely is going to force some switches here. So I think, having seen Curse, did I go for Close Combat? I believe I went for Flare Blitz, just wanting to get a sure kill, and it turns out she's actually a Flash Fire one. So that was some pretty good team comp right there, knowing that it would do that, and I think that was one of the only Flash Fire Arcanines I had a run-in with. And I think right here, because she's Life Orb, takes herself down a little bit with Stealth Rocks and whatnot. And this is the close combat I was referring to, where I took out an Arcanine from above green HP, which is why in that first game I was kind of weirded out that the other one took it so well. But like, my Arcanine was consistently taking out other Arcanine. You might say my Arcanine is probably in the top percentage of Arcanines, but then again, I'm not Joey or anything like that either. So right here, I hated this so much because I did not want her to Shell Smash, but I also knew how important Arcanine was, and I was pissed that I predicted wrong right there. That was, that was definitely quite the spot to be put in. So I do see a fairly safe opportunity to spin here. The Sticky Web is going to get very annoying, especially with having Mega Manectric be blisteringly fast and having that cut by one stage. That's devastating for it, so I don't want that around. Ferrothorn's going to come in. That's fine, I guess. I was going to try to go for Scald Burns or roar it out if she decided to start setting up. We do see Iron Barbs and no Rocky Helmet. I think we saw lefties anyway, so that's fine. But the web's gone. I just need to make sure that it stays off the field, or if it does stay off, or if it stays on the field, I need to make sure I'm in a situation where it's not going to bother me, because a lot of these pokes I do have on my team outside of Manectric aren't terribly bothered by it. I don't know why I did this play, truthfully. Like, I switched this thing back in. I was like, oh, you know what? She's just going to get scared off, and she's definitely not. So, yeah, this is really dumb. I didn't know how to fuck around with this thing. I was like, okay, I'm going to get rocks up again, and then what am I going to do? Because that's 2 turns automatically. And I realized it right there. I was like, staying in and setting up rocks again, that's dumb. And now that I've lost Arcanine, I need a safe switch into Manectric in order to knock it out, because that's the only fire type attack I have left. So I switch out, and I was like, yeah, that's not working out. So I thought it was going to take, I think I thought I was going to take a Gyro Ball or something. I don't fucking know. but she goes for Power Whip. That's fine. I'm trying to go for some Scald Burns. Can I get one? I don't think I can get one, but she misses the Power Whip, so I get another shot at redemption in order to get a Scald Burn. And spoilers, I don't think I get it on the next one. If I do, whatever. I really don't think I do. This is a very poor matchup for me, and it turns out I'm literally just struggling with just this one Ferrothorn on the screen right now. Like, I was like in crisis mode. I didn't know what the fuck to do about a cursing Ferrothorn. Did I get it? I didn't get it, and she just goes for it again. So right here, I thought she was going to get greedy and go for another one, and I was going to roar her out. I really didn't know what to predict on that turn. I thought it was going to die. So it's just like, I'll just Scald again. But on this turn, I try roaring as she goes for a Gyro Ball, I believe. And with all the speed cuts that she gave herself and the attack boost that she gave herself, even though I am a Bold Blastoise, like, from 30%, that's a pretty easy knockout for it. So, the only silver lining to this is that I do get a safe switch into my Manectric at this point to Overheat. But the problem I have now is Galvantula can come in freely at any time, set up the Sticky Web, and it's there to stay for the rest of the game. So, definitely not a fan of that, but I need to Mega right now. I need to get Intimidates off. On anything that I can. Manectric, once again, is just going to be carrying the entire team on its back, because that's what Megas do. That's what this one in particular does. I really like this thing. Gonna go for an Overheat, and that gets rid of this pesky-ass thing. I was gonna hang on to the Mega, just for Galvantula, but I honestly didn't know whether or not a regular Manectric Overheat was gonna, like, knock it out, and I didn't want to do a damage calc, because that's kind of rude during tournaments, so kind of, you know, not encouraged. So Kabutops gonna come in because it quad resists the Overheat. I don't really care. I'm just gonna Volt Switch. The worst thing it could have done to me was like Banded Aqua Jet or something like that. I still do a really good amount to it, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and Volt Switch into... Did I go into Ferrothorn? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So that's cool. Now that her Ferrothorn's gone, mine does have a little bit more security in terms of what I can do with it. But to be fair, like, I'm still really scared of Cloyster, and I lost my Extreme Speeder. That was big, and that's something that I'm still moderately scared of. Galvantula comes back in right now, and I believe I get the... What do I do? Leech Seed? Did I get Rocks Up? I don't even remember. I think I just Leech Seeded, predicting something to come back in to not want to... I don't know. I don't even know if that Kabutops even ended up having Rapid Spin. All I saw was Rock Slide. I'm going to assume it did for now. But if it didn't, you know, whatever. We didn't ever see it during the game. So, gonna go back into Manectric, and this is why I really wanted to hang on to the Mega, but I think she just ends up going for the Web anyway. I was really thinking about that switch for a while. I was like, is she gonna go for Bug Buzz, predicting this thing, or does she want the Web up, or is she gonna go for Thunder? I just don't know. Leech Seed helps a little bit though. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm at full HP already. Whoop! Just kidding. But I get the T-Bolt from there. I did not want to do the Overheat droppingness right here. Now here, I think this is right here. Now this is a very blatant juke play. This is not the first time this has happened to me in the tournament. And it's also not the first time I'm going to fucking fall for it, because I know that she's going to sack her Kabutops, but instead of going for the Volt Switch, I should have gone for the T-Bolt, because this puts me in a really nasty position where anything I go to that isn't this, because with Volt Switch you have to switch out, this is the perfect opportunity for Cloyster to come in and fuck my shit. That's just it, plain and simple. Like, it's the only thing that outspeeds and one-shots it, especially because Stealth Rocks ruins any potential Focus Sashes. Did I get Stealth Rocks up at some point in the game? I think I did again. Let's see. We'll see. Yeah, I did. Okay, so now Ferrothorn ordinarily can manage this just fine. You know, gonna Shell Smash, big deal. I got Power Whip, I got Gyro Ball. I truthfully probably should have gone for Gyro Ball. I was just more focused on Power Whip because it was super effective. I think it would have done a little bit more damage overall as well. But I miss. And that really sucks. That really sucks. You know what this means? This means I automatically lose all of my Pokemon. Right now. Like, that's it. That's basically the game. Like, the Cloyster just fucking trashes me. Like, look at that. It just one-shots my Ferrothorn. My Blastoise is already gone. My Blastoise exited the building a long time ago. You know what I have to do right now? I have to MacGyver some stupid plan involving Manectric and a shit ton of Intimidate juggling. I don't even outspeed it. Like, I don't think I even had a chance to outspeed it, because I learned it's actually a Jolly Cloyster. That's how it outsped my Arcanine. So this thing's fast. This thing is stupid fast. Whatever. I'm just gonna go out into Asmir right now and pray that I can do something. I don't know. At any point during this as well, if she decided to just randomly become way more of an aggressive player than she was during this game and just be like, hey, you know what? He's going to go on a mana trick. I'm just going to smash again. That would have been my ass right there. That would have been my ass handed to me on a silver platter. But at this point, all I can keep doing is just sending stuff in to die and praying that she does get aggressive, but I'm leaving stuff in there to die in case she does Shell Smash, predicting my switch back to Manectric. So she's actually just playing it very safe, taking the opportunity when she can, and I know Manectric is going to be my key to win, thankfully, because it has Intimidate. If it did not have Intimidate as its ability, I don't know where I'd be. I probably would have been swept like 10 turns ago. So I had a juke again. I got to go to Gengar. Gengar's just going to eat another Rock Blast. Now, right there, right on those turns where I switch to something else, she's definitely free to smash because she's faster than me. And I'm not sure if she knew that information off the top of her. Well, I mean, she had Sticky Whip, so she did. She definitely did. It's just very scary situation I found myself in. Like, that was basically karma coming back to bite me in the ass because of all the beneficial hacks I had going on for me. Like that Flare Bitch shit from like 2 turns ago, or 2 games ago. And I had some other random crap happen during the tournament. The Thunder thing of all things, and it just catches out to me right during this last game. Like, ooh, no. So we're at the point where I need to see how well I can take Icicle Spears. And I've gotten it down to essentially -1 because I've come in 3 times on this thing. And that still does half, guys. Like, that is in the yellow right there. And I have to worry about whether or not she has a Choice Banded Scizor left or anything like that. Thankfully, she only had these 2 things left. She had this and Scizor, and I think that was it. Maybe she had one more thing. No, she didn't. Okay, so it was just this. Now, the other thing is my win is not even guaranteed to me at this point. I don't know what kind of Scizor build this is, and I don't know whether or not my Overheat's going to hit. So I'm still sweating bullets over here, because if I can miss a Power Whip, I can have a bunch of shit happen at the finish line. And Bullet Punch happens, and I barely live it. I barely live it, guys. I live it on 15, and I land my Overheat, which leaves me with the very narrow 1-0 victory over this scary-ass team. God damn, Cloyster got out of hand. Did I tell you guys it was going to be a threat? It was definitely a threat. So 1-0 victory in my favor. Very, very, very fun game. Holy crap. I love those games where your hand is just like trembling and you're just like sweating bullets, and it was just like fantastic. I loved it. And I hope you guys did too, because that's the end of the series. So if you guys definitely like things like this, let me know. I'll definitely, you know, bring my card to club and just like save all the games I have in one night and just like call it like, I don't know, something else. But this is what I had going on. There's another seasonal tournament that's going to be happening in a couple months from now. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that one when the time comes. But for now, that's what I got going on for this series. I'll start a Showdown series after this. I haven't done Showdown because I had this going on, so don't want to keep 2 things going on at once. Anyways, a little bit of a longer video, but yeah, like I said, if you guys enjoyed it, you know what to do, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.